It's like 7 a.m. I just woke up and Savannah is still asleep. Normally I've said this before in the vlog, but I always get up before she does just because I just have trouble like just sitting in bed like on my phone. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I personally have struggles with it. So I get up. Working on a couple of things today. Again, it's just like a work day type of thing. Not a lot going on as far as like traveling or anything else. Got a lot of stuff to do today, so. Check out this sky, it looks so cool. That whole thing, I had to stand here and it's like 30 something degrees outside and I did not pick the right attire. Freezing! All right, I'm gonna go inside now. It was cool though, right? I hope it was worth it. So today I figured I would talk to you about Instagram and how I grow my Instagram, have grown it, and what I actually use my Instagram for. So a little backstory if you haven't followed me on Instagram or don't follow me on Instagram, which you should, shameless plug. Currently to date, which today is December 15th, 2020, I have 14,435 followers. So I have a decent following. It's not huge, but it's something that I've grown over the years. And I figured today I would talk to you about one, how to grow it, or at least how I grow it as like a musician and that whole niche, if you want to call it that. And two, what I actually use it for like business and stuff like that. So let me explain. That's really dark. So growing on Instagram and stuff is a pretty involved thing. I feel like that goes with most social media things, but there are some tricks that you could do to kind of target that growth. There's no like formula on like if you do this, you'll get X amount of followers in 30 days or something like that. But there are things that you can do to help enhance that growth and speed the process up. One of the biggest things that you could do to start is to know specifically what your targeted audience is. So like whether that be fashion, music, anything like that. If you know who you're actually going after and who you're seeking to like reach, it'll make the process a lot easier and you'll be able to kind of streamline things to that specific audience. Another huge thing is going to be knowing the hashtags that work for your specific niche that you're in. And honestly, all you have to do is just look up or Google like hashtags that are popular with whatever you're doing. I literally Googled hashtags that work for drumming or top hashtags for music or something like that, and a whole list pops up of current relevant hashtags because they always change. One thing that you could do that really helps growth is work with other creators in your niche or work with companies and do like giveaways or contests. That way it kind of reaches new people on their pages, and then people that follow you will be exposed to their brand as well. I was taking the trash out, and reaching out to brands or like other creators isn't like you trying to like use them or just like make relationships that are purely based on something you want, because it's more of like a collaboration than anything else. And they benefit too as like you start to grow and you start to like post content, because it just grows their circle of influence and it grows their community of creators as well as yours. Another big thing that people don't, I think they kind of know, but they don't really like think about it, or that they're not super intentional about, is post consistently. So when I was growing and really pushing Instagram hard, I would post every single day at the same time, and with that, like, consistency is always like the best thing to do, not only because your followers or your potential followers know exactly when you're going to post something, but it also helps with like Instagram and stuff to help push your stuff, because they see that you're posting good content on a consistent basis. And it doesn't have to be like every single day from now till the day you die. Like, I go through seasons of posting every day, then I post like 3 times a week, stuff like that. As long as it's consistent, that's the most important thing. It's not posting every single day, it's just posting consistently. When you do first start and everything, it's going to be slow at first, but as you continue to grow and get better by doing it more, you'll notice that the ball starts to move, the snowball starts to go down the hill and it collects more snow, you know, that whole analogy. Yeah, don't be afraid to like try new things and fail, because when you fail, that's when you learn the most. So like, just continuously be watching what people like, what people don't like, what people engage with, what they don't engage with, and kind of adjust your game plan to what's working. And that doesn't mean that you won't get to post what you actually enjoy or anything else, or you're not going to be yourself, because whatever you decide to post and whatever you decide to do, your personal style and your personality is going to shine through that. So don't worry about like being like not authentic or anything else, because that stuff kind of comes through regardless, if you're making the material. So for me, the reason that I push social media isn't to become famous or anything like that. It's for a very specific purpose. The purpose for me is to grow my business and to get more clients and reach out to more people. A decent amount of my work is found from Instagram and social media related things. So for that, it's really powerful, and it's free. You just have to commit to it, put time into it, and like I said, don't be afraid to try things and continually be changing with what your audience wants and what your audience really latches onto and engages with. And that's honestly basically it. Biggest things is consistency, be yourself, and don't be afraid to look at the engagement and see what people like, what people don't like. If you do those things, you'll be successful. There's no timeline on it, but if you follow that stuff, you'll start seeing results. There's just not any like real timeline. It's different for everybody. But once the snowball starts to move, then you'll notice momentum starts picking up and everything else. Hopefully that helped. I always feel weird talking about this stuff because it's just based on my one experience and my growth, and it's gonna be different for everybody, but hopefully you got something out of that. I also had to re-record half of that because I wasn't recording on the actual camera. Like, I had a cool shot of me throwing the trash in the dumpster and all that. Didn't catch any of it, but it happens.